Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, we back.
Of course.
All right.
Talk about it. Because I need to talk about it.
So we're gonna start with Paris Olympics.
The worst Olympic display I've seen in years.
That's harsh. That is harsh.
In my life.
Is this ISO time already?
Listen, the background stories that we're getting about the Paris Olympics.
I know it's terrible. It's
I don't even.
though,
exactly. We don't even really mess with France.
Yeah, it's France.
If you know the history of France,
yeah.
shout out to all the French people.
Yeah, much love.
But the stuff that they did to our society.
Yeah, it's
and they're still benefiting off.
It's par for the course. You know, it's just
All
one
right.
of those. People called it when it was first announced in France. Now, it's over now, and I'll say that
They started off the ceremonies mad wow with that picture of the Last Supper.
Listen, I don't even want. Listen, the agendas and the images that they had at the opening ceremonies and the closing ceremonies. We'll just leave that.
Don't disrespect me.
It's and that's the one thing I'll take away
Don't
from
disrespect.
multiple points of the Olympics is the disrespect. So I'm glad it's over. I don't see them being this disrespectful in LA in 28. But let's talk about some of the good things. So let's start with Team Canada. Oh, Canada, all love. We went out there. I'm always a little disappointed into our as a sports fan and a competitor in our totals. Now, I understand when it comes to the Olympics, just look at a country's population and then you'll look at how much medals they're going to win, and that's ultimately the way that works. So I get it. But, I'm still proud of what we've done. 27 medals in total, 9 gold, 7 silver, 11 bronze. So big shout outs to Team Canada.
For a country that doesn't really put as much resource into
athletics
yeah.
and amateur sport too,
and even entertainment.
Yeah, it's not. And
we're
again,
okay.
Listen, I'll take it. I'll take it at the end of the day. Big shout out to Summer McIntosh, who won 3 golds in her discipline of swimming.
Amazing
4
display.
in total.
Is she the GOAT?
Well, last summer it was Penny. What's her name? Alexia or something of that.
Yeah.
And she went crazy. So we'll see. We're always good in swimming. I'll say that. So
right.
We're also. So big shout out to Summer. We're also really good at track, especially the 4x1. So big
shout out to Team Canada, who nobody expected.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and it's funny when you go back and look at the stats. So they won the 4x100 gold medal. It's crazy, and a crazy note to state is that Team Jamaica that won the 4x1 in Tokyo didn't even qualify for that race. And another tidbit, I'll give you 2 more tidbits, is Team Canada, not a single individual sprinter qualified for any medal events, and they won the 4x1 gold. And I'll even say this, in Rio, we finished bronze.
Right.
In Tokyo, we finished silver, and in Paris, we finished in gold.
It's just a part of trust in the process.
So big shout out, big
and
applause.
our boy that runs the anchor, we know he's the man.
Yo, big shout outs to the whole team. Speaking to the disrespect, I think, we'll say big shout outs to breakdancing because we are a hip hop show, being a part of the Olympics. Even when I heard it, when it first was announced years ago, I was a little like, huh?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, the world's, getting hip to hip hop, and 50 years of hip hop, it looks like it's coming to fruition. In regards to the judging, it was a little sus. Now, we won gold, so I'm not going to hate on the judging too much.
And shout out to the man who won gold because he was killing it.
He's a Toronto and a Vancouver man.
Rate him.
So I'll give him a big shout out. Sorry
Rate
about the
him.
names. We'll get the names for you guys on that. But big shout out to them. But evidently, what stood out more than the Olympic gold was that female from Australia that didn't break dance.
Yo, son.
That did some
supposedly,
next bullshit.
I heard that supposedly her tryouts were way better than what she displayed.
Yeah, we're regarding
because I heard a wild story that she was part of the committee to select individuals to be part of the breakdancing team, and then wasn't giving the funding to the real breakdancers and inserted herself in there to represent when she doesn't have the credentials.
It looked like it.
But somebody else told me that's a false story. There was a lot of false stories in the Olympics.
Bruh. for her, from what I saw, like I'm just going off eye test.
It didn't look good,
bro. She didn't deserve to be in the country.
No.
How was she able to be a part of the qualifying group for a medal at the Olympics? To me, the Olympics, and it takes away the credibility, and credibility has been stripped throughout this whole Olympics. I'm looking at a lot of the events, and it didn't look like the best of anybody's, other than a certain sports, the major sports. We'll get to basketball in a second, but like a lot of the more amateur sport, my guy walks into the building, sticks his hand into his pocket, pulls out and wins the silver medal, hand in his pocket. Like, what are we talking about?
That looks so ill.
It was G.
That looks so ill.
He's the best.
And that was like the female boxer from, I think it was Iran.
It was Iran or Turkey, one of the two.
Iran or Turkey, and they were trying to say that she was a man, but she's not really a man.
Well, only
and
because
there was
of what the girl said, right? What her Italian opponent said. Listen, I've never been hit in the face that hard in my life. But which would assume that she got hit by a man.
Well, she generates a little bit more testosterone than the average female, and that's why they were going at her. But
I've never heard of that disease up until whatever. So
no, again, it's a real thing.
No, I'm not going to take nothing away from her medal and how hard
she's dedicated. She did her thing.
She put her life into this, right? And I'm thinking,
exactly.
If the Olympics got this wrong, you know what I mean, and like what else have they gotten wrong, right? But the Olympics does have a history of sometimes placing the wrong medal on the wrong neck. But
they do all types of foolishness. And I heard there was an issue with bringing your trainers in, having the right trainers there. Having people come in with you, teams being able to access the gate if they weren't staying in the village.
Look at Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri got hit with that. She had to forfeit. Or
Shelly Ann Fraser got hit with that too.
An event for that.
And it's just like, come on, we want to see the best of the best. Like,
DeGrasse's coach
please don't make this about protocol.
Well, again, it's
like hold on.
Politics got involved.
Sha'Carri Richardson and Shelly Ann Fraser are top athletes.
Yeah.
It's beneficial. It's not somebody that you've never heard of that's about to throw a ball from their neck side. These are Olympic sprinters with medals.
But you said we started off this whole segment with, it's France. And if
disappointing.
You know, and if you know, right? They hate Americans.
And it was almost
Sha'Carri is like, that's a disservice. Like, from her being there is probably why it happened.